Oh, I forgot to finish putting out these notifications, so I need about a minute. Because of course I did. That's good. I think I changed my stream name today, right? I don't think we're doing any uh, attempts today. I gave my word to the other person that I do a more of a chill stream today. Give it a break. I literally have calluses on my thumb, or I don't know, I like bruise my thumb from hitting my buttons so many hours in a row. Uh, Literally, like, it hurts to press buttons. I think next go starts tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Once they come trickling in, maybe I'll give it an attempt, but it depends. Because I said this would mainly just be hanging out and talking, but I mean, especially if they don't show up, I might just turn it into a Hollow Knight one. Not yet, not yet. I mean, I didn't Radiant her yet. Like, Radiant is what I've been spending so much time on. And, yeah, I mean, yesterday at some point we finally took a break and we just talked. And some people were saying they wanted me to just do a stream where we just hang out a bit. And I was like, fine. I wasn't willing to stop yesterday's stream, but I'm like, today I can do a more chill stream. And then, depending, I'll give it some time. If they don't appear, I might just go back to Hollow Knight anyways. We can stream that, but I want to at least give the opportunity to do a chiller stream. Since I said I would, I feel like it'd be unfair otherwise. Also forgot to put out all my notifications before I started this up because I'm a dumbass. But it is nice not having to wear headphones for once. You know, that is the bright side. Alright, that's good. I just need like 2 minutes to make sure everything's out. Hey, what's up? God, I hope I didn't confuse people. I think in TikTok... No, I literally had a mental breakdown yesterday. And, while taking a break, I told some viewers who asked me if I could do a more chill stream today. So I said, I'll do a little break today, chill stream, and then we'll be back to... I think we're just chilling, we're just chatting. Maybe we could do like a chiller game. I was thinking I could look up like a Would You Rather or something. Something a little more, less, fuck you, bro. Don't tell me what to do. We could play some Rocket League, boss. I mean, if you want to add that in. I literally, like, so many hours straight of just pressing like attack and just using my joystick, I literally bruised my thumb. Alright, let me know. There you go. There's my friend. Hey, I mean, if you're down, you could join us. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. It's chill stream. We can play. But yeah, no, I mean, literally my thumb hurts when it feels like every time I press a button, I'm like trying to press my hand into a toothpick. Like it's just like a little pinch that's annoying. I don't think there's much I can do about it. I think it's just gonna heal itself. It's just one of those things where I guess playing like what 10 hours. I think we were playing for like 10 hours straight. Uh, but yeah, I mean, even if we play a game or whatever we do, I think regardless, this should be a more chill stream. It shouldn't be as focused on like we'll play. We can play a game. Like I said, I don't mind that at all. But like probably not Hollow Knight till tomorrow, since I don't want it to be the main focus. Let me make sure this is also working. No, we didn't finish it. Sadly, we got close. We got to the third phase one more time at the end, but no. After interacting with some viewers, they were like, "Can I do a stream where I just talk and just chat and hang out?" And I was like, "I'll do one tomorrow." So that's what we're doing today. Is like a more chill stream. There won't be Hollow Knight today. I'll go back to Hollow Knight tomorrow. Today's more of a chill stream. I may play some Rocket League or some other game, but nothing super like super main focus. Because like some people wanted to know more about my background and some of my stuff, and I was like, all right, we should separate that from the Hollow Knight stream. Like I didn't want to have it just bunched in for people who want to watch Hollow Knight. So I think I changed the name. I'm sorry if that's the case that it didn't happen, because it seems like some people coming in think I'm appreciated, boss. Um, that's like my really good friend who just did that. That's the one I'm playing Rocket League with when he gets on. Yeah, I mean, I can show it. Which part of the wall do you? Which part of the wall are you curious about? I have to remember where the webcam is, because the only thing is if I turn it. No, I'm gonna continue Absolute Radiance tomorrow. As much as I tried, I'm like pretty exhausted. I realized, like, at one point I took a break and some viewers asked me to do a more chill stream and like more of a just chatting, because yesterday we went on a whole break just talking about K-dramas and anime and like movies and books and everything we like. And so I'd mentioned I'd do one of those streams since they asked, and I said I'd do it tomorrow. So that's today's stream. It's gonna be a more chill stream. It's like I may play some Rocket League, a little gaming, but it's gonna be mainly like hanging out and just vibing. And tomorrow we'll be back to Hollow Knight. Like we'll be back on it. We'll see how it goes. How many pop figures? I can't. You know what? I can pull up my phone because I have them all scanned. Yeah, yeah, for sure, boss. Um, Let me see. I have it on my app because I kept track of them. I have 92. 92 pop figures. All together. Cooking stream soon. He's right. That's another one I said I want to do at some point is I can't cook. Uh, let's see. I can. If I did have a Spider-Man, I don't think I do. There's also a chance it's in the because if you can see, it's like a two-road thing. So behind the ones in the front. Did I do it? No, I didn't do it. We'll try it again tomorrow. I'm exhausted. I promised I will do a chill stream today, so we are doing a chill stream. Favorite video game of all time? That's a hard one. Huh. I mean, I usually go with Kingdom Hearts, I have a very big. No. I mean, when I agree to my viewers that I'm gonna do a chill stream or take a break, I'm gonna follow through. Like, regardless of. Personally, I think I should keep going at it. It doesn't matter because I said I'm gonna do something to my viewers and I'm gonna follow through. So it really, regardless. Uh, you, the one viewer out of several, does not make the majority. Like at the end of the day, I spoke with several people, and regardless of how many people now feel like I should play Hollow Knight, I've already stated to other people that I won't. I'm gonna follow through on my word. You know? I feel like I don't like telling people one thing and appreciate it. I mean, I did better after we took a break, anyways, yesterday. That's where we got into chatting. Uh, but like, again, there is a risk that when I go back tomorrow, I'm gonna do worse, and it's like you have to take that chance. Uh, Back to that question you had asked. It was favorite video game. I usually used to say it was I used to say Asura's Wrath I used to really like. Not gameplay wise, I think the gameplay was very mid, but I just loved that story. I feel like that was one of those games I really liked at the time. And then in regards to Kingdom Hearts, it's really good, but at the same time, it's like it's super corny, but it's also like that good kind of corny. Like you fall in love with the ridiculousness of it. Uh, Again, for any recommendation, game recommendations, uh, yeah, I'd say yeah, for sure. For any game recommendations, again, I'm gonna post a video on all my platforms when I get closer to finishing. Well, I'd say it's gonna be closer towards when I start Silent Hill 2, which is after I'm done with Hollow Knight. Uh, which is gonna give people the opportunities to say what game they want me to play next. If you want Stardew Valley, uh, respond to that video at the time if you are interested. But again, I'm combining all the platforms, and so far, like, I think Terraria, I think Devil May Cry original series had a few on my Discord. Like, it's just gonna be a yeah. Celeste was one of them as well. Like, it's just gonna be whatever gets the most votes that I'm gonna or like the most mentions. I'm gonna put on a poll, and then let the community vote. But like first things first is I want to see what game throughout all my platforms gets mentioned the most. Yeah, I heard Cuphead as well. I'd prefer if we don't like solely stick to. Yeah, I'd prefer if it wasn't solely 2D games, but I mean I'm sure people are just saying that for the next game. I'm like, again, I want to go all over the place. I just don't want to be like locked within. Now we only do 2D games. Now we only do Souls game. Can you do the viral dance? I can't dance to save my life, so no, I can't. I'll throw my back out just standing up. That's the thing you'd be surprised by. You'll buy the hat. No, I got you. I'll put on like a Texas hat. Yeah, but yeah, I throw my back out so quick. You'll pay me to do it. That's crazy. I can't dance. It doesn't matter if you pay me if I don't know how to do it. If you have a tutorial you want me to follow along. I wouldn't ever be. I've said in the past. Plus, do you see how small my room is? My bed is right here. I have no space. Like, my room is so. Is more entertaining. That's crazy, bro. No, it's literally. My room is so small. Like, if I could explain it. This is my desk. And this is my bed. Like, this is the only space I have in between. It's the whole reason why No, I mean even though some of those games would be nice, like those older games like Just Dance or Dance Central, any of those games, like I feel like it'd be fun, but the thing is I don't have the room. I have no space for stuff like that. On top of if I were doing games like those, I could really only stream them to TikTok because the thing is like the other platforms with music would just shut them down. But but again, it's more than anything it's the space. Ice bucket challenge where? Where can I do that? First off, I'd sit in my bathtub and throw ice on my head. Like, what am I gonna do? My day was good. I went to work, I came back. That's all I did. Then I showered first today. I usually shower after stream, but I was like, let me shower beforehand so that I don't get any like interruption for the most part. But yeah, I mean, hmm. Let's see. What other one was there? You guys were talking about Dance Central. I feel like there was something else I'm not remembering. Wait, why did your? I just realized your. Oh no, your chat is working. No, no, there was something else I was thinking of. Oh yeah, cooking. We are gonna. We talked about movies. Yep. Um, cooking stream will eventually happen. That's another one for sure. We did talk about a lot of K dramas. Anyone want recommendations? I got you guys. Specifically romance though. Like outside of romance, I know like shit about K dramas. Like there's only a few outside of the. Hey, if you don't like it, that's on you. That's like a skill issue, it seems. Uh Favorite TV show. I really don't watch TV much anymore, but I guess I'd say the last TV show I really liked was Arcane. I think that's probably one of those really good ones. Although I did have some issues with the second season, like certain aspects, but like from being so tired. What were you doing? Running all day? That's. But yeah, I guess I'd say Arcane. Do you not see my background? Is it? I guess it's covered. Hold up. First off, you can see Goku up there. You can see the Dragon Balls. You know what? Let me bring those down for you because this was one of those things I don't show off enough. Because this is one of my great friends. I met them in college. They got me these for like I forgot which birthday it was. I don't know if I can show it without them falling off. But they got me like the Dragon Balls. They're really cool. I like them. Yeah, yeah. I'm a huge like Dragon Ball. I used to be a huge Dragon Ball head. Like I used to have so much more like you at the time, at least back in like when I was probably high school and stuff, you could quiz me and I'd beat a lot of people. Like I was the only thing is I wouldn't. God, if I could summon Shenron in my room, I'd wish for a better home. I don't know. What would I wish for? What would you guys wish for? That's the real question. To not be poor. uh, I'm gonna have to make you a. Yeah, yeah, those are Funkos. I have about like that's what someone asked me how many. I pulled up the app and just checked. It's about Yep, we on the same page. There there are about 92 Funkos after I check the app. So which one do you want me to check? Which one do you want me to grab? We can start with the top. It's gonna be it take a whole year if we're trying to go through every one. You don't. That's what I'm saying. Grab from the top, middle, or bottom. You know, we can start with the top. At least they're bigger ones. So we can start with these at least. These are some pretty basic ones. I can put these back pretty easily. Alright, so pretty simple ones. Aladdin, Genie. Nothing special. This one's pretty simple. Same, I saw this goofy one, thought it was pretty cool. Nothing super special. But then you have the better ones. You got a pretty nice Aang one. Yeah, I know. I can't do much about the glare because of the streaming light. I can only try to bring it closer to the camera. If I turn this off. Nope, that's even worse. Jeez. Alright, we'll grab the next one. We got King T'Challa. It's a bobblehead version. And then I guess the last big one we got is a Optimus Prime. Thank you. Alright, we'll put those back. Those are the top ones. The middle row, I'd say, is mainly gonna try to grab 3 random ones. And they're gathering dust, but I guess there's plastic over them. So, grabbing 3 random ones. We got a gingerbread Batman. We got Piccolo from that one episode of filler episode of Dragon Ball Z where they're getting their driver's license. And then we got Vlad Tepes. Dracula. Alright, I feel like that was a pretty... And then middle shelf is a lot of Avatar. You got a few Invincible ones. From which series? Castlevania. What are you referring to as Harry Potter? I don't think I have any Harry Potter. You had mentioned Harry Potter. Hello Kitty. How about we don't do that? I really hope I haven't been double audioing. Okay, I have not. That's good. Okay, that's good. Um, Harry Potter, I never got super into it. Like, I watched the movies, but I never fully understood the stories. And then I never, like, got, like, got into it, I guess. So Harry Potter is not one of those that I'm very, I'd say, ignorant to the series. I don't understand the context of a lot of the movies. I watched them when I was younger, but I never really understood. And then I never really took the time to rewatch them. Mm. If I could get a Funko Pop of myself, that would be super dope. Yeah, but J.K. Rowling is so annoying. So it's like, do I wanna, do I wanna get into it? Like, I don't like her at all. She's very obnoxious and ignorant. But I also hear that the game is good, and it's like, but I hear it's good. Like, it's hard. Yeah, I hear the games are good, and it's like, yeah, exactly, exactly. I even hear that, like, I think the game even had a trans character in it, from what I heard from some reviews. So it's like, even with her stupid, I'd say, way of thinking, they still managed to put that in there. So I'm glad for that. I'm happy to hear that's the case. It still sucks though that that's the person in charge. Hey, how's it going? Yo, you missed the Funko show where I just explained some of my, on the offshore team in my company spent 3 points. Oh, love to hear it. Love to hear that. Yeah, I went through my Funko Pops. Oh, I forgot to mention this little guy. While you guys see him, originally for my Discord, we had a thing called Shaw's Turtle. So when I went to North Carolina, I was like, I should get a little turtle for my channel. And then it died. No, the actual like bot, I think we stopped using. So it kind of became irrelevant. But we still got a turtle. It has a little cute baby turtle on it too. Look, it even comes out. It's super dope. But yeah, we got it. Thanks. We got it because, like, I had spoken with my friend because he sets up the bots for the Discord, and one of the bots was called Shaw's Turtle, and I was like, might as well get a turtle while I'm in North Carolina, which was also a family thing. I was just over there. I can never wear this because of my headset. It doesn't go underneath it. I got this hat when I was over there. It's pretty cool. I like it. But I can't really wear it because when I put on the headphones. What's up? I don't know. How's it going? I can't wear it because the headset. When I put on the headset, this won't go around. And so yeah, I mean that's kind of yeah. That's the thing when I gotcha. Uh, well, it's no worries. It's just chilling today, like I said. Well, first off, I was gonna say I was gonna wear this when I came back from North Carolina. The issue again, like I said, with my headset, I can't put this over over the headset. It just doesn't fit. I might end up ripping it while doing so. Uh, yeah, question for the glasses. I answer this pretty frequently. It's pretty funny, but yeah, they're for my migraines. They're glasses that they're prescription. Like they have my vision in them. I use them to see, but I intentionally chose like a more like stylish, I guess, is the lens because I wanted them to be confused for sunglasses. Like I wear them all the time. I'm wearing them at home, at work, anywhere I go. So I prefer they look more sleek and look more like sunglasses. So I chose a bigger frame. I appreciate it. I mean, the redness just helps with my migraines. For like most of my life, I'd say like high school and maybe some of middle school, I had really bad migraines. And for all I know, these could just be like a placebo effect. Like maybe they're not actually helping and it's all in my head. But whenever I started wearing these, like I, I have not had a migraine in the longest time. It's so rare I get migraines, and these were the things that helped me the most. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you said you feel like mentally deranged. I appreciate it. No, I mean, if you're here for Hollow Knight, I think I named the chat differently. I'm sorry if anyone's showing up for Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight will be tomorrow. Uh, we'll finish it then. But yeah, I don't know. I switched it on all my streaming things. No, no, we're taking a break for today. I'm sorry if anyone got confused. I tried to change it on my streaming service, and I don't know if there's something that didn't go through. TikTok sometimes has issues and it doesn't properly update from my multi-stream thing. And so if anyone got confused, I'm sorry. I didn't want anyone to feel that way. Uh, but yeah, no, I'm taking a break for today. I mentioned to a few people yesterday that we do a more chill, just chatting stream. We might still play something like Rocket League or something more chill and like have it a little bit in the screen, but it's gonna be less focused on gaming, I'd say. You asked since when are you wearing glasses? I mean, I've been wearing glasses like most of my life. Like that's always been. But did you hear the part where I mentioned they're for my migraines and they help me see? I don't know how much you might have not heard. But yeah, I mean, originally I did try other things to see if they'd help. Was like those blue light glasses and stuff, and they just never ended up helping. Like I would still get really bad migraines, and just none of that other those other variants helped me. And this one did end up helping me. So yeah, I mean that's. Let me see if my friend is. Okay. Um. Hmm. It hasn't been that long. It's been maybe like. You know what? Let me check when I ordered them last. If I were to guess, I think it's been maybe like a year or so. I think it's been like a year or so, if I'm guessing. Maybe 2 years. It hasn't been super long. I just like normalized them more. Because again, I had other glasses that were like blue light glasses and other uh just regular glasses that would like turn darker in the sunlight to see if those would help. Alright, there's another person here that I think joined because they think I'm doing Hollow Knight. It is Zote. Hello, sir. If you're stopping by for Hollow Knight stream. No, I didn't. I apologize. But today's stream is a chill stream. I will be back to Hollow Knight tomorrow. I had a feeling when I saw the name uh, that might be why you're here. Hollow Knight, we will attempt it again tomorrow. uh, no, you're good. Don't worry about it. That's totally fine. I don't mind people stopping by and asking. It's not a big deal. I just want to make clear that, like, I don't want people to expect that I'm playing it today. Like, today is my rest day. We get back to it tomorrow. Appreciate it. Yeah, no reason, no need to get hostile towards anyone. Let's all just relax a bit. Yeah, I mean, I like, as much as I try to play it off, mentally I was drained by yesterday. that's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, mentally I was drained by yesterday. I mean, we still got to third phase by the end one more time. But again, I also need to, like, I don't know if I need to ice my finger or what I need to do, but I got a pretty bad blister that, like, it keeps feeling like every time I touch a button that I'm, like, trying to stab a toothpick into my finger. It's not a good feeling, but I think it's because I, like, non-stop kept going at it for, like, 10 hours. And I should have expected as much. Like, I guess not giving myself a chance. I don't get that second part. Is that an artist? Is that... But, yeah, I mean, what else? I feel like... Was there any other questions? In regards to my wall... If I turn my camera, it's a pain in the ass to fix. But I will try to turn it slightly. Let's see. That's as much as I can turn it. You guys can see. Deadpool, Batman, Shadow of the Colossus, Kingdom Hearts, Trigun, Rengoku, Batwoman, Joker, and Batman Red Hood. I have watched a lot of anime. Also, if you turn it even more, you got Appa and you got Miles Morales. Yes, I actually... Alright, am I going to be able to fix this without a bunch of bullshit happening? Probably not. Of course, it's completely tilted. Love to see it. Oh my god, I hate this so much. Yeah, I actually watched Rick and Morty until I forgot, like, the 4th or 5th season. It was really enjoyable. Demon Slayer is one of the shows where I watched the first season and I read through the entire manga, and I don't know if I'm ever going back to watching it. I know the animation's great. I don't know, I have a bad habit of once I read through the manga, I'm just like, I know everything that's gonna happen. Like, do I want to re-see it even if it's in better animation? And it's like, yeah, it's a bad habit of mine, because once I already know everything that's happening. Did I watch... You talking about this? You talking about this? Of course. Of course I watched Invincible. I am so lonely. Alright, what animes have you watched? Yeah, again, I've watched a lot. Do you like... Yeah, Infinite Castle is probably gonna have great animation. Honestly, that's what. Uh, yep. Um, hmm. Favorite? I don't know. I mean, it used to be for the longest time. I used to really like Dragon Ball. Like consider it my favorite. But like, I don't know. Especially these days where I don't really watch as much. What I can say what got me back into manga or got me back into anime. Mm, really wouldn't consider it my favorite. I say a few of them that got me to like when I quit anime for a while and then got back into them were like Promise to Neverland season 1 was peak. It was amazing. And then season 2 ruined it. I mean the manga wasn't any better. That's one of those where the manga is just as bad. I feel like people have a lot of copium, but it fell off. Um The Great Pretender was solid season 1, and then I think season 2 shits and destroys the entire premises of the show. But it also got me back into anime because season 1 was peak. I don't know. What else? I caught up to like One Piece to I think like 1,000 something, and then I was like 20 episodes behind, and then I gave up on catching up. So I'm probably like 100 or something behind now. Like I was pretty close, and I was like, nah, fuck it, I don't have time no more. And then I stopped trying to catch up. After I went all the way to almost catching up. I watched ReZero until the little Beetlejuice sort of guy appeared. The Pitikis, whatever the dude's name was. The creepy dude who I think eats his fingers or something. I never went back at that point. Erased, I watched some of the beginning and then a bunch of it got spoiled. The thing with uh, Devil May Cry was I never played the original games, so that's why I can't. I've held off on watching the show because at some point I do want to play the original games, and then I'd like to watch the show. I want to have some context. Noragami. Is that a? I'd have to look that up. Hold up. It looks familiar. I didn't watch it, but it does look like I've seen probably like the little clips. Mm, what's it about? Okay, interesting. You need to watch it. It has a little romance part in it. That's nice. All right, if it does, maybe. Uh, yeah, I tend to watch sub, but I mean, I'm okay with dub. It depends. I feel like dub, especially these days, dubs have gotten a lot better. But like overall, I'm like depends how I feel. Like I usually go with sub, but like I'm not like a complete dub hater. I mean, I personally feel they're better too, but I'm not gonna like hate on someone for watching an anime dubbed. I think that's totally fine. Yeah, I mean for sure, it's definitely like sometimes the voices just aren't as well done. You said. Well, I looked up the synopsis of the show you mentioned, so I saw, I saw what it said. So We'll see. Again, the show I already told someone I tried to take the time to watch is JoJo's. I have to at some point take the time to watch that. Since I said I'd watch it and give my opinion, but it's like 50,000 things right now. So, have I watched JJK? Yes, yes. I also have JJK. All right, we're gonna pull up some Rocket League. I'm still doing this chatting, but let me. Oh, that's not. But yeah, no, I've watched JJK. Where I have a Funko of Sakuno as well. It was a bigger one, which I also have a few other Funkos that are like in storage right now. They're at like my mom, like a friend's house, because I don't have room at home. I think it's like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I was just kind of like sometimes when they're just kind of annoying with it, I was like for the longest time I held off on watching it because of how annoying some of those people be. But give me 1 second. 1 second. Let me get them. But no, I mean it is still a great show. Mm, what else? What was the other one? Another good one was I'd say Attack on Titan's a great show. Uh, we also mentioned what was JoJo. Is that a reference? And then there was another really good one. I'd say you guys mentioned like anime to manga. I feel like Tokyo Ghoul is one of those ones that was like really good in the manga. Yeah, of course, Death Note is like peak, except it has its issues. I would definitely like call it flawed, but it's like overall I think it's great. Death Note is literally what I try to use to convert people to being anime watchers as well. Like anyone who like hates anime, I'm like first one up, Death Note. Watch this. Because I feel like people always assume what anime is, and so that's why I always try to be like, watch this first. Yeah, I feel like because the premise for Death Note and how quickly it gets entertaining between the first few episodes, that because of that I've gotten a lot of people hooked through that because they're like, oh, oh, it's a mind game, and it's like, yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, no, I mean, I use that to try to bring people into anime because I know like every time there's certain people who are just like anime is this or that, and I'm like, I know a lot of it can be sometimes, but Light should have won. I had another friend say that too. It's like, guys, you realize he had a god complex, right? Like he was the bad guy. Like, he definitely wasn't the good guy. But I'm gonna shrink myself. We're continuing with just chatting. I'm just gonna have some. I'll have it bigger, I guess, than normal. Boss, you there? You're lower than usual, but we'll have some Rocket League going on. No, I can hear you. We're fine. But yeah. Mm, I feel like I described my room. Any other stuffed animals you'd see, sometimes you see them in the background, is ones that I would like win at Dave Buster's or like spend tickets at Dave Buster's. And then originally I was gonna give them away and then just decided to keep them because I'm selfish like that. But yeah. I feel like that's a lot of what. He put uh what is it, Lindell Taylor so quickly, but it shows you how ruthless L actually was too, because he knew he could do it, and he purposely chose someone who was on death row. Like, he knew what he was risking, he just didn't care. L was just like he's always saying, I'm doing this for justice, and you know the reality is he doesn't give a fuck. It's about like pride. Which is just, he's an interesting character. They're both interesting characters. I think the worst one for me in that series was definitely. Also, boss, you can start up whenever you want.
Yeah, it's not like you're a party leader, you know.
Fuck you, okay? God damn it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Uh no, I think the worst part about Death Note was when they made. I don't know. Have you guys read the continuation when they had their little special chapters? Because they did some really shitty one not that long ago. And I feel like it's only because of the ending. Like, they really slapped you across the face as a reader with the ending. Oh shit, hold up, my thing. What? What do you mean Rocket League isn't chill? This is chill. We aren't gonna play
It's chill if we're not playing competitive.
yeah, if we're not playing competitive, I'm not gonna be like locked in. Can I do it from this monitor? Holy lag, bruh. I'm a raging person in Rocket League, but if we're not playing competitive, you know. Again, it's just to have a little. Okay, I feel like I'm super close to my screen, and I'm gonna get a headache from this. But Misa, I mean, I guess I can understand why, because she was manipulated, but also she's also a bad person, so it's like, oh, I missed the demo, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot most of the plot about Death Note.
Death Note, I mean, I'd say it's, I
Like, to
wouldn't.
be fair, the last time I watched it was like years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've watched it like several times at this point. Again, since I use it to. All right, hold up. Let me
No,
just.
keep talking.
Hold up, hold up.
That's not
Damn
how.
it.
That's not how a chill stream works.
No, I just want to see if I could set that up. Um, no, I watched it several times, so I have it pretty, I think pretty memorized. But trying to think about it. No. So I was saying, have you guys read the continuation, like the specials they did pretty recently? I think it was within the last few years. All right, set me up, bruh. Doing too much.
Let me do too much. Leave me alone.
Chill stream. Watch this. Watch this. Ankles. Ankles. No, he didn't fall for it at all. Come on, bruh. Only heard about the one with the kid yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. They hoed the hell out of him. So basically what happened was, you know how they have the Death Note rules? Okay, you know what? Are you gonna score? Nice score. You know how they have the Death Note rules? Yeah, fuck this, bro. This is too much for me. Vote to concede. I can't be doing this. This is like, my brain power is too too little to do both Rocket League and focus on the chat. That's I could do some free play maybe.
Such an human.
Yeah, my brain power cannot. You're right. Let me go back to the normal. We can do like a would you rather or something. If you guys want me to do something else. But it is too much for me to try to focus on both. My brain will stutter. I'm gonna get confused as I was. If you want to stay in the call, boss, let me know. If you want me to leave the call, I can also do so.
I might leave in a few minutes or an hour or so.
Also, this is my other friend. I think you guys can hear him speak for a second. Let me see.
Abdul 1212.
Yeah. So this is the one who runs the Discord whenever there's like someone else announcing. This is that person. He's like very much a part of my channel, I would say. But yeah, this is the one I always mention. I refer to him as boss, but it's because like I know him by. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You're such a bitch. It's because I knew him by his other gamer tag when we first met, which was boss something. Yeah, he's in. You're in chat, right? You can see it. They're saying hi.
Hi. One second.
But yeah, no. I mean, anything when it comes to fixing up the Discord, that's him. You can see his response right there. But when it comes to fixing up the Discord or any of that stuff, or if I ever play like multiplayer games or stuff like that, it's generally with him. Like he's the other person who's like, aside from my solo games and stuff like that, he's a big part of like me playing with my friends. So like whether that's Call of Duty, Wars, or like Rocket League, whatever other game. At some point, we should play Overcooked again. We crash out in there. But yeah, no. When I was bringing up the Death Note one, so what they did in that newer one was bullshit. They basically had it so that what he did was he wanted to figure out a way to sell the Death Note or like basically make money off the Death Note without ever using it, and he succeeded. He managed to like sell it without ever actually writing anyone's name in it, and the Shinigami King got mad and made a new rule that when someone sells the Death Note, that should, yeah, basically he made it so that whoever sells the Death Note after that point, when they receive the money, they'll die, and the person who gets the Death Note, if they touch it, they'll also die. The thing is, he made that rule after the kid had sold it and implemented it, and he told Ryuk, don't come see me ever again. So the kid touched the money and died without ever knowing the rules. It legit, I feel like it's cheating. Like it literally throws away all the rules of Death Note. Like at the end of the day, you have rules. It's the whole reason Light had the Shinigami write fake rules. Like you can't do that. They, even if you write them in, it won't make any sense. Like it won't apply. But the idea of you wrote this rule in after, it's like saying someone made a shot and you'd be like, you know what, we're changing the rule. That's no longer a 3-pointer, it's a 4-pointer. So now they win by 1. And it's like, what? Huh? Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, how are you just gonna rewrite the rules and then apply it to something that happened before the rules? Like, it doesn't make sense. I think that was, like, the dumbest thing to me. It, like, ruined so much of, like... I think that was just shit writing. Like, I think that really fucked up the whole themes that you have going on in Death Note. Felt like that was very unfair. Yeah, no, but even if he's a spectator, the issue is that the rules being applied to something that happened before the rules were made is not fair. Like, you can't say after I sell it, oh, now anyone who sells it dies, and then apply that rule to me after, if I didn't know at the time of selling it that it would kill me, you know? Like, that doesn't make sense. You're making up rules that would affect me after they wouldn't have affected me before, and then applying it to me anyway. Like, it's, again, you could say from that point on, like, afterwards, the next person on, they can't sell the death note. Sure. But you literally just applied it to the person. It's like saying you outsmarted me. Fuck you anyways. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. That's not fair. That's messed up. Legit, that's what it feels like. It's exactly that. It feels like he was just being petty. It was like, oh, no, never mind. Fuck you. Like, you're gonna die anyways. Like, I felt like they couldn't figure out a way to kill him. So they're like, I'm gonna just make up new rules. Like, that's what it seems like. No, man, I'm having that issue with my chat again, aren't I? Oh yeah, Nier's whole like thing where I'm like he really becomes the next cell where I'm like, I guess it's like he's such a like, eh, he's all right. Not the worst thing ever, but it's such a whatever. Like, I feel like there's a reason why the live action movies went for just keeping Elle alive rather than creating. Really? That would have been a weird way to end it. I mean, like, I guess that would have been like the version where Light wins. I mean, I guess. I can't imagine the show ever ending with Light winning. I feel like it's always been building towards him. Like, again, if Light didn't have a god complex, he should have never gotten caught. That's the whole thing. The whole thing comes down to him and like it being a battle of the minds when it could have easily been like something like there's no real reason Light should lose. Light should have it in the bag, and it's just coming down to ego. And so I don't know. I feel like if they ended it with him killing Light or L, and then that's just it, I still feel I don't see Light succeeding. Like, I don't see that being the ending. That's what I mean. Like, I can't see Kira being the winner at the end of everything because L's or Light's ego is just way too massive. Always feel like that's like one of the reoccurring things throughout the show. That like he can't help himself. So like even if L's gone, there would eventually be someone like Nier or someone like L, is what I mean. Regardless of if they went with Nier or whatever. I don't know, at least that's been my takeaway from it. Give me 1 second. I need to grab a nail cutter. I have a pretty bad hangnail right now. I hope I articulated my point. I feel like I may have made that a little long-winded. I'm sorry if that's how it came out. Sorry, give me a quick second. This hangnail is driving me crazy. Okay, Light messed up because of the other guy, Mikami or something. Not Mikami. I have to look up a picture because I don't. Let me look it up on my phone.
Alright, I'm gonna head out and get some food.
Alright, bro. I'll catch you around. Maybe, depending how long the stream lasts, maybe we play later.
Yep.
Alright, I'll catch you around. Give me 1 second. Let me end the Discord call. Alright, I can take off my headset again. That's comfortable. You said Mikami? Isn't that when they, like... Oh. Oh yeah, what was his problem again? Because he got too careless? Or no, he was always going to the Death Note. They both off the same people and... Man, I'm trying to think, dude. That's like one of those things that it's been... I guess there is stuff I forgot because I don't remember. I remember how he got caught, which was that like they saw him constantly going back to the same area to get the Death Note. Hmm. Hey, how's it going, Robert? It is a chill stream today. We've just been vibing. We've been talking about anime, about manga. Not really much K dramas today. I feel like we talked a lot about that tomorrow. Or a lot about that yesterday. No, I am pushing that to tomorrow. I said yesterday that today would be a chiller stream and I'd be doing a little more just vibing and relaxing. But we'll go back to it tomorrow. I needed to rest a bit. I was mentally drained. I put like 10 hours into it. It's going well. How is it going for you? I was thinking we could try to do something a little more chill, like maybe a would you rather or something I could pull up. Something that's a little more like uh vibes, not super serious. I don't have energy to put in. Uh Again, we'll go back to Hollow Knight tomorrow. See you around. Uh but yeah, I mean, glad to hear it was going fine. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've said my piece. Is there something you guys want aside from Hollow Knight? Is there any questions? Should we do a would you rather? Celeste stream again. When it comes, first off, I can't buy a new game currently. Uh, but again, I've said this. Next game up, Silent Hill 2, and then we'll put out the video for voting for the next game. Celeste seems to be like the one a lot of people have mentioned. We will see if it's the one that gets the most upvotes. That'll be the next game. Yeah, the watery kill. Appreciate it. It's again gonna be the first time I played it, so a lot of those games are like a lot of the games I'm playing right now are like my first time ever. Like I said, like Hollow Knight's like one of the first 2D games I've ever played, like played through. Like I never grew up playing 2D games, and I never really like played through one fully, not that I can think of, and so it was very new to me. And same thing, Silent. I played Dead Space for the first time, Resident Evil for the first time. Like a lot of these games are like my first time ever playing them. And Silent Hill 2, it's gonna be the same thing. I got a heartbeat sensor for that though, because I don't know if I'll be screaming, but yeah, Dead Space was really good. I had fun with it. It didn't stream too well. It's like one of those where it was like it did okay, but scared to play Resident. No, I actually think. Uh, I feel like after Resident Evil 2, the other two aren't really scary. Like I feel like there's more action than there is scares. But I had a lot of fun. Like again, I played which they're all up on my channel is Resident Evil 2 through 4, the remakes. 2, 3 and 4. I enjoyed them. I know they didn't stream well and they didn't like do well in viewership either, but like and which is why I'm pushing towards allowing the community to choose because it's like I know a lot of these games I want to play, but if they're not games people want to see, then I shouldn't really push them as often. I mean, maybe once in a while I'll play games I want to, but for the most part, I want to play a game that I want to play, but also people want to see. You know, I feel like there should be some compromise. And the only issue I have with those, and that's the thing, is that like it's one of those issues where I already watched gameplay of those, and there's nothing in there that's gonna catch me off guard. So like if it was something, and that's what I regret doing because if I hadn't watched those, I'd be totally down to play it. But since I've seen them, it's no longer gonna feel scary. I've seen none of Silent Hill 2, no context. Like I've seen the little pyramid head, like cosplays and stuff here and there, and like little clips, but I have no real context. That's the same situation for Resident Evil, where I might have seen a clip here and there, but I had no context for the originals. But I have fully seen through the 7 and 8, and I'm no longer gonna be scared, which I wanted to be my first reaction, you know? Yeah, I hear they're great. And The Witcher thinks is one of the. I started it again. It's one of those very long ones that I haven't. I started a bit of it, but I never got fully into it. I may go back at some point. Again, it'll depend on what people say. Uh, but I'm not sure yet. Like I really couldn't like fully. Like a lot of those games were like a lot of hours to put in, and I was just kind of like, eh. Like I don't know if I can put in a lot of hours if it's not gonna. Red Dead 2 is also one that is just a lot of hours. That it's like if I were to dedicate time, I don't know if it'd end up being worth it. Where it's like, uh, well, Red Dead is one of those where I've never been super into cowboy settings, but I also heard so many good things about Red Dead 2 where I'm like, maybe I should play it. But it's also so long that even if I started the journey, I feel like it'd be so much. Like how many hours I put into Hollow Knight. Like, I did not think Hollow Knight was going to be on my channel for this long. I have like over 100 hours in Hollow Knight, and it feels like I'm borderline becoming a Hollow Knight channel. And it's like, as much fun as I have, I want to make clear that it's like, I want to be a variety. I want to do like, that's also why I was so much more like, I'm glad someone wanted a stream where it was, yeah, for sure. But that's exactly why I'm glad someone wanted a more chill stream, because it's kind of my point. Like, I enjoy just sitting and talking sometimes. Like, I want to do more than just Hollow Knight or just Resident Evil. Like, I want a variety. I want to, like, I have fun interacting. I have fun talking about my opinions. I like reviewing stuff. You know, there's a bunch of different things. I just don't want to get boxed into one thing. Not too short, not too long, in my opinion. Days Gone, I've already seen all the gameplay. Too late. See, that's the thing. That's one of those games where I would have played, but I've seen all the gameplay already. You gotta understand, back when I wanted, like, a lot of these games I couldn't afford. Yeah, because it was like, a lot of the ones I watched, it was at a time where I didn't think I was ever gonna afford a PlayStation or I was ever gonna get those games. And then I'd already seen them, and then it was too late. Like, That's what happened to me, like I said, with God of War 2018. Where, like, after I'd seen. I've actually played none of the Uncharted games. Maybe that's a series I gotta do. Yeah, no, never played them. I used to play when I was a kid. I played some of the Tomb Raider games. But I never played the Uncharted games. Devil in Me. Is that a movie? I think. You say watch slash played. What's it? Oh, is that the one with... Oh, that's the anthology series? Is that the one where they're in the... Is that the one where it's like the killer in that one? That was like the strange one where they went to like the island or whatever. Well, I mean, again, vote it when the time comes. You know, make your case and see if other people agree with you. Like I don't mind. Again, I always say like one of the ones I wanted to try was the original Devil May Cry series. I've said this. Like I'm super interested, but I'm not gonna do it until I like. Again, I want the community to want it as well. I don't want to push it on people. So it's like when the time comes, my day was good. How was your day? What do you mean? Glad to hear it. But what do you mean? Do you think I'm giving a Kanye? I've already said that too. Is like, if you're in the Discord or anything, as I always say, which again I've said it at this point, is I think the Discord should be. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna clear it within a day or two. Like, I think we should be good to let people back in and join. I blocked links and stuff for the time being. Like I said, ever since I got my Steam hacked. Uh, just because at the time I didn't know what was compromised, but now it looks fine. I don't think anything has been messed up. Haven't had any issues, so I think we're good with that. With that being said, I bring that up because we're pretty much going with the honor system, and I need to hope that you guys don't double vote. Double vote, but like yeah, I mean, if you're gonna double vote, you could always double vote, and I can't really like stop you. But I would prefer you don't. You know, it would be nice. But yeah, I mean, again, that'll be probably within a week or so. Again, the videos for those will come out as soon as which is just one video where I'm gonna again, I would love to. There's so many of those games where like I'm for it. Like um I wouldn't like I would I feel like they look like fun, but again, it sucks that they hate streamers. And it's like if that wasn't the case, I wouldn't be against it. But like if you even criticize their game, it's like, "Oh, we're taking you down." And it's like, "Well, then I can't give my opinion." Because, like, I will be honest when I experience a game. I'm going to tell you what I liked, what I didn't. So it's like, it's the whole reason, like I said, I like reviews and stuff. Like, I like being able to tell you what I didn't enjoy and what I did enjoy. But if I'm going to get my stuff taken down because I say I don't like this, then I have an issue with that. But especially now with Switch 2 and stuff, like, absolutely not with those prices. Holy shit, that shit was like ridiculous. Like $80, $90 now. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've said it. Like, as much as I always say I don't want to be like solely Hollow Knight, I am grateful for what Hollow Knight has done for my channel. And there's no way I won't play it. Like I am super grateful for it. I'm grateful for the community. It's done me so much good that there's no way I would not play it. Yeah, I agree. The only thing that could slow me down or stop me is if it's super pricey. Again, money isn't like something like money's still tight, put simply. Uh Depending how expensive it. What boss would you rework and how? Huh. I did have some in mind at the time. I'm trying to think which one was it. That's a good question. Huh. Okay, both those are two completely different questions, but let's start with the boss one. Uh Shit, I do remember there was one where I was like all they had to do was I mean off the top of my head, I can at least think about Radiance and I can say for that uh for at least absolute Radiance, I'd say I would have preferred and think it'd be a much better fight if there was. No, because Nosk was doable. Oblobos were kind of annoying, but I don't feel like those were the ones I was saying you needed to change. Uh, like the one I can think 100% of right now since I've been on Absolute Radiance recently is the whole like when the laser. No, Zote wasn't bad either. I'm trying to think of which one I was like I had something in mind. But when it comes to Absolute Radiance, I'd say the whole thing that I said I wouldn't or I would have changed is when they have that whole thing with the laser wall in the middle that goes immediately into like uh Radiance doing like a laser beam. I would have had Umu. I If we're talking about Umu, I'd say I would have just in the Pantheon. I would have preferred they just add the dude back in, Quarrel, because Quarrel. I feel like that it's so much more RNG and very annoying. I feel like that's one of the ones I could think of would just be adding Quarrel back in. Yeah. So when I was talking about the yeah, I think the only one with uh the only one with Radiance that I personally feel like I would have changed was how they have the light wall coming through the middle and then sometimes immediately have Radiance doing like a laser or like another action right after it. Like basically I would have the issue where I'm dashing through the laser wall and immediately getting hit by Radiance's like nails or her laser as well. And I wouldn't notice it because she's doing the animation very close to the timing of the light going across my screen. So I couldn't really see it well. I would much prefer if there was like a second delay when those two things were near each other. That like that she would not get into the like basically I would make it so there's a little delay if there's like if the light is about to overlap or within Radiance's uh what would you call it, collision area. I'd have it like how would you do it, like stop it from doing a move like that at least until the light goes through. Basically all I feel like that thing needed is like an extra second. I'm not asking for like an extra like 2-3 seconds. I'm literally just saying I would like to get through and have a split second to decide whether I dash, jump, or do any action rather than I get through and immediately get hit and die. Like, all I say is I wish they would make it so there was just a second right after going through there where you can make another decision, whether that's jumping or using some other invincibility frames. But yeah, that's definitely the main one, I'd say. Like, I hate how many times I would go through the laser in the middle only to get hit immediately by Radiance's other laser. In phase 2. This is what I'm talking about. Specifically phase 2. I think the orbs purposely go through the floor sometimes when it's like they're supposed to have like temporary invincibility. Someone also asked me like what was what my most embarrassing thing ever happened to me. I don't know. I think everything of high school and behind was embarrassing. I feel like the whole life story before college or before adulthood. Can we just like take that away? Can we just like erase it? I feel like that's it. Sorry for the long delay before answering that question, but I feel like everything before college we could just wipe away with like a brush. Um. Oh fuck yeah, dude! I had I feel like I totally understand now looking back, like how much my brain was developing and how many of the things I did when I was younger, where I was like, ugh. No, I like going to school, but I had a lot of issues when it came to like my awkwardness and a lot of how I interacted with people, where I'm like, ugh. I can see your brain was developing. Like you were a dumb kid, you know? And it's always like, now I always see kids that age and I'm like, yeah, I was stupid that time too. It's okay. But it's like, no, I'm just like, so many regrets where I'm like, why did I treat someone that way, or why did they treat me like this? And it's just kind of like, I should have been better. A lot of circumstances, and then I was just, I don't know. I feel embarrassed by the way I used to act overall. So I feel like it's not like a one thing. It's like overall my personality and the way I acted around people when I was I'd say anywhere before college. Yeah, I feel like growing as a person, it's just, I don't know. It's just it's a lot. Looking back on it, it's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah, I get embarrassed cringing over. Oh yeah, I'm sorry for your sorry for the confusion. Uh yeah, I don't know if there's something going on with TikTok where it's not saying it. I've said I will be continuing Absolute Radiance tomorrow. So if you stop by the stream, saying this again for anyone has done so for Absolute Radiance, that will be tomorrow. Today's more of a chill stream. I said I was going to do a little more vibing, talking, hanging out, and we'll be back to Absolute Radiance tomorrow. So I don't know. Sometimes TikTok fucks it up with my. I like try to change it. I multi-stream, as I say. You can see in the corner how people speak from different platforms, but sometimes TikTok doesn't always update properly. So I'm sorry if you came in and it was saying that I was doing uh, Hollow Knight. That's not the case today. Huh? Unofficial. Doesn't. That's funny. Um. Hmm. Unofficial. Can you name some of the unofficial ones? Because off top of my head, I can't think of anything. Can you name a few aside from Hive? Like Hive, okay. I mean, is the Path of Pain or like that area considered White Castle? Is that considered unofficial? I think that's a really cool location. As much as I hated the Path of Pain, like the Path of Pain ruined me, but like the area looked cool. God Home looks really cool too. I mean, another area. Okay, alright. Yeah, I mean, I feel like those are considered the areas you're referring to. Okay, so I feel like out of all those, the only ones I think are like cool or more my favorite would be like White Palace and God Home. I feel like both of those are cool places that I think are. See, the thing is, when I focus in on the games, I never notice the soundtrack. Like every time I'm beating a boss, I see the like all the clips and stuff I've uploaded. People are always like best soundtrack, and I'm like, I guess I just lock in so hard that I just don't notice at all because I never pay attention to the soundtrack. Because I guess I get into the moment and I just don't. Because people be like, Grim, Nightmare Grim has such a great soundtrack. I'm like, does he? I don't know. Can I radiant him? Yeah. What's the soundtrack? Fuck if I know. Like, it's so many of those fights where I'm like, I do them so often, but I just don't notice the soundtrack. No, I've said it that my thumb hurts. I did it 10 hours yesterday for failure, and today's stream is a chill stream. uh, Tomorrow we'll go back to trying Absolute Radiance. I've said it that, like, I said yesterday to some people that today was just gonna be chill. We'd talk more, just hang out because a few people wanted to know like some stuff about my room, just a few things about me, and just wanted me to because yesterday we had a break where we just kind of talked about like anime, K dramas, all sorts of things, and I was like, they asked me if I could just sit down and do a stream like this where I'm just talking and hanging out, and I'm like, sure, I completely down to do this. How long I've been attempting Absolute Radiance? That's a ridiculous amount of I think almost like first was like what 8 hours and then 8 hours again. So I think we're on like 16 hours. Hello, welcome back. I thought you were gone for the day when we said it's a chill stream. PS5 controllers are I had the same issue and yeah, legit. It just feels like I have a bruise and it's just from like always doing like spamming this constantly because like I'm trying to attack the entire time and I guess doing that for like 10 hours in a row is not a good idea. like I think it's coming down to the fact that I didn't really take a break. Like I took a break on the second day, but like the first day I didn't take a break for like 8 hours. And then the second day it was still like 8 9 hours. It was like some ridiculous amount of hours into the stream where I finally took a break. And by that point my thumb was already hurt. So it's like I don't know, man. It's very disheartening because I feel like I get the first phase down and the second phase is so much just RNG. Is it on like the part of the thumb? Is it on? I'm sorry. Online the part of your thumb with the. It's in between like the. I say right about here, if you can see where my finger's pointing. It's hard to show. It's literally like a bit swollen. Like if I could show these next to each other properly, but it's hard to notice because it's a very small thing. It's literally just like I said because I use this button to attack, so I'm just like constantly smashing it against buttons on my controller, and doing that for like 10 hours. That's just it's my own fault, but you know what can you do? I thought that was gonna be the run. You know, as people said the entire time, this is the run. This is the. That's another thing is it just feels shitty that I had that many people who keep believing in me only for me to keep letting them down. Like, I hate that feeling that it's like, I'm happy people are coming to watch, but I feel even worse that, like, I have a lot of people supporting me and wanting me to get it done, and I'm still failing to do so. Like, even with, like, there's only so many hours I can practice where, like, my mind should lock it in. I should get it down, but I still fuck it up. And it's frustrating. I really, like, I beat myself up over it. You don't understand. I'll wake up in the middle of the night, like, why did you do that? And it's like, well, you know, on to the next day. But, I don't know. It's just, it's a shitty thing because I feel like I have enough practice and I should get it done by now. And we put so many hours in, and so many of the hours go back to just like repeating the same mistakes. I appreciate it. I am grateful. It's mm-hmm. What about lucid dreaming? Practice in my. How do you know I'm not already practicing in my dreams? That's the real question. All right. With that being said, do you guys want to talk about anything else? Any other questions? Do you want me to do a would you rather, or do you guys want? Let me know what you guys want me to do. I feel like I've said my pieces. I'm here for what you guys want me to. I'm not dancing. All right. Let me make that clear. That's not happening. For sure. For sure. Like, that's the whole reason I mentioned the would you rather, because I can just pull it up on my PC and just, show it on my screen. We could just kind of go through that. But whatever is chill. Whatever is chill. I'm down to vibe today, like we say. You're so funny. I couldn't sing to save my life. So that's a no. That's a Minecraft build battle. Should I call up my friend and see? Let me message him. Let's see. Oh, but shit, I don't have Minecraft on my PC. Do I have it on my PlayStation, actually? I might. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we could probably put that up on Let's see what my friend says, because he's been my other builder. That's my partner in crime. We built, like, cities together. We built Kino der Toten originally. I say we, but I was the master architect. No, I don't have it on my PC. I think I have it on my. Money's not simple these days, so don't worry. If I could, I would. But I think I might have it on my PS4. I have to see. I have to see what my friend says. But yeah, I mean, back in the days, I was saying I was a master architect. Or at least me originally, I built Kino der Toten. I don't know if you guys ever played Black Ops 1. We built that, and then we built it a little off, and then I started remaking it. We remade it several times. Uh, and yeah, I mean, it just would slowly get better and better. And we eventually wanted to make an actual map where you could actually, like, play zombies in it, and then we just never had the time to fully follow through. At the time, we had spent a lot of hours in it. Like I was doing research, like going behind the barriers in like no clipping videos on YouTube, and finding out what each barrier looks like behind it, so that I could copy it into the like into Minecraft, so I could like remake that in Minecraft, and it's pretty cool. Like I think it was one of those really good ones, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, we never ended up actually like we wanted to use command blocks and stuff and actually make it like we had like a point system and stuff. You could actually like buy the doors and stuff with zombie flesh or points, and then we just never eventually finished it. It was like I don't know how many times we tried to remake it. It was I think one of the cooler projects we made, and then we made like a city. We made like part of a city. We started a city. It's like a Wii game without Mario Kart. That's funny. Hypixel has a. I don't think I've heard of that game. Let me look it up. Man, I'm getting sluggish today. But yeah, you mentioned that's another thing I should bring up because you guys mentioned oh yeah, see I didn't know that. You guys mentioned Devil in Me. That's another sort of game I would love to do is like a okay, I mean for the time being if you guys want would you rather just let me know. If you want me to pull it up, I'll pull it up. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page before I pull it up then. You said Devil in Me is one of those quick time event games? Yeah, no, what I was going to say is because you brought it up, another thing I wanted to mention was that another game that was like I would love to play a game like Detroit Become Human doesn't work since I've watched so many gameplays of it, but like something like one of the Life is Strange or any of those choice based games where like the community could be involved. Like those are the type of games I would also love to play is like where people can also be involved and I can like take people's uh votes into consideration whether we yeah, I've seen those already. Already played through The Walking Dead. Yeah, those would be good ones. Yeah, all those I've already played. Batman Telltales already played. Yeah, they were, but that's the thing. All those ones you're mentioning already played or already watched. And that's my issue is like, if I didn't, I feel like they would be fun. Like I feel like those could be a lot of fun to play through if I didn't already see the game playthroughs or already play through them myself. All right, let's see. What is it? What was the thing originally? There used to be a site for Would You Rather. What was the name? I can't remember. Ethereal? Is that it? Is it just called Would You Rather.io now? That's not it. That looks lame. Where's the original site? Am I an old man? Is that site like discontinued? Crash Bandicoot is also a game I never played. Oh my gosh. No, I have not beaten Absolute Radiance yet. I will be trying it again tomorrow. Today is just going to be a chill stream. We're going to be talking, hanging out. We'll play some Would You Rather or something. just vibing. If you're here for Absolute Radiance, I'm sorry. I will not be doing that till tomorrow. Today's, I'm going to be taking a break for this stream. Crash Bandicoot, also a game I never played. I got it downloaded on my PS5. I tried to start it up, and I never got super into it. I mean, I wouldn't mind playing through it. I just never got, like, never played it as a kid, really. Or, like, I don't have any recollection of playing it as a kid. Same with Spyro. Like, I used to play that a lot. But I don't remember it well. See, it was called Ethereal.io. Let's see. It was called Ether.io. Wow, it's no longer a thing, is it? Lame. You said what's really fun to play as a streamer? Which game? Oh, Crash? Alright. I got you. Alright, let's pull it up. I guess we only have this watered down version because they got rid of the original version I used to play when I was younger. Can you guys see? No, I hate that so much. Can I change the color? This is awful. I feel like we can't even do it this way because it's too bright. Man, we can't do it because you're... What do you mean, why do I have to be picky? Alright, you know what? We'll pull it up and we'll minimize it because your guys' wording. Because your guys' words are white and the screen is white on the left side for it. Like, you need to change the color so that you can see your wording. That's my reasoning. Because otherwise, the wording in the corner, the text disappears. You're not going to be able to see what you say. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes, I'm trying to ignore you. Like, there's no color options. Is there any settings or anything? No one else made Would You Rather? Lame. Lame. See, the color originally was good. Blue and... if I invented my own colors. On Steam, you know what? I'm minimizing my thing before I pull up my Steam so I don't get hacked again. Give me a second. How about we just I say the questions out loud and you guys tell me what you guys feel. Would that work? We can see who's in the majority. Yeah? Alright, we can do it that way. I feel like I can keep the screen black that way. It doesn't matter. Either way. We can just keep me full screened and I can just read off the questions. It's a little worse. Fuck you, I'm not disabling my ad blocker. Okay. Would you rather have a home gym or a home cinema? I feel like I'm torn on that one. I feel like No, that's not. See, the thing is, I also would think about like a home cinema would be dope, but yeah, exactly. See, that's my point, Bash. Right there, where it's like a home cinema would be nice, but also like one of my things with the gym has always been like finding time to get there, to work it in. Yeah, exactly. Where it's like I can get a nice TV or like, I can use my phone or my computer to watch a movie or watch a show. But having a home gym, like you can change your life with that. I feel like I'd have a home gym and I would never open it. So, there's also that. It's more likely I'll open the cinema and go watch a movie than it is that I go to the gym. I'm be like, tomorrow. For sure. See, that's the other thing with the gym is like uh how crowded it tends to be. Like it's so often. Yeah, gym, even though we're never going to use it. All right. And 50-50. Wow. You're either going to have to believe me or I'm going to have to like minimize myself and open it up every time. Like I have no reason to lie to you guys. I feel like it's just gonna make it slower if I have to open it every time. But if you'd like me to open it every time, let me know. I can like minimize myself. Yeah, I'll just do that. See, what if you put a black overlay on chat? That's true. Um, a black overlay. Could I do that simply? Maybe. Let me try that. How would I add an overlay without? All right, let's see. Actually, I think I have a black one right now because of recently when I. Yep, I already have a black screen. What would I do? Yeah, I have a black image from my other thing, but I'd and layer it under the chat. But I'd open it as what? As like an image? Sorry, I'm such an old man with this. Alright, let's shrink me back down. Alright, now is that better? I think that's the best we're gonna get. Alright, I can still read the questions for you guys. Have the ability to erase any memory from your mind, or have the ability to implement any false but happy memory. Let me see, what size do I have for the text? 1 second. Let me get it a little. Doesn't seem like I can modify it as much, like, freely as I would like. I'm gonna just do that for now. Erase 100%. Have the ability to erase any memory from your mind. Yeah, I think the square should keep it within the... The thing is, I think I have the chat limited to that portion of the screen. So I think it should stay within the box now. But that's if you choose to get rid of it, right? Thanks, I appreciate it. Thanks for helping me with that, Bash. I appreciate the heads up. That does. Also, don't mind my bookmarks, okay? Hold up. I just realized. Give me a second. Let me not show my bookmarks yet. 1 second. Kinda. All right, I think we're good. I think we're. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Don't want any judginess here, so. Did I accidentally turn off chat or something? Where'd it go? Yeah, I definitely think it'd be removing the memories would make sense. Like, I feel like I can also use my imagination to feel happy, but like, what difference does it make if it's not real? Like, I don't know. I feel like getting rid of terrible memories is a lot more useful than like just making fake memories. I can live in delusion if I wanted to, you know? It's like you're literally just creating something that never happened. It's like, well, if I use my imagination, I could probably do something similar. It'd be a nightmare if you could. I feel like now, because the chat's that size, I should like equate my camera pretty similar. I think that's good enough. I'll imagine me. Yeah, so will I. Me and my friends all trillionaires. It's kind of a topic if it would be real, if we would live a simulation. Yeah. In a simulation. But you wouldn't even have... Exactly. Alright, I think we are choosing the left side, right? Or regardless, you can always just see if your opinion's on the majority, right? So we are the majority. Alright, be the only person that doesn't get to live forever. Be the only person that gets to live forever. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I don't know if I want to live forever. I feel like forever is a long time. I feel like forever will get lonely. I've always been like hearing about people who live to 100 and just get to see all the people they know uh, pass away, including their kids and stuff sometimes, and it's not a fun life at that point. And it's like, yeah, I mean, but like, if you're living forever and you just constantly see the people around you just pass away, I become a villain. I become like Zareth from Fairy Tale trying to kill himself the entire time. Just, ooh, TikTok, please, context, don't hold me. I was talking about a character. I'm sorry. TikTok, please. Where he's trying to end himself because he's been suffering for so long. Life is even. I feel like, see, the thing with. You will get locked up and tortured if they realize that you're immortal. I hope you know. The idea that they're gonna treat you. No, you're gonna be in Area 51 experimented on. I hope you know that. Like, the moment they find out you're immortal, you're done. You're immortally gonna be locked up. Like, there's no. No, but then the thing with what was it? Someone mentioned life is hard, but life being hard, like, I feel like if you can think about it in the long run that if you do live forever, there's a lot of problems you could get rid of over time. Like, a lot of like, I feel like a lot of people, at least me personally, when I say life is hard, it's a money issue. Like, if I had a situation where like I had money, I think life would become a lot more easy. I think a lot less stress and a lot less problems. And I feel like something, if that were my reasoning for saying life's uh, rough right now, living forever is like having forever to gain money and be able to live comfortably. Like, I think of it like if you ever seen the show Lucifer, how Lucifer has like a crazy amount of money. Misread the message? Be the only person that doesn't get to live forever. Be the only person that gets to live forever. So it's either you don't live forever or you do live forever. So you're either the only one to die or the only one to live forever, which means everyone around you is going to die and you're going to keep living. You pick left. Okay, so what is you guys' votes? I Again, if I could live forever with my friends, I probably would. That's a big difference. If it was forever alone, I don't know about that. Personally, that's a really hard one for me. I don't think I'd want to be on my own for that long. I think I would go with left. I think like everyone else getting to live forever, at least they get constant. That's what someone else said too. I remember bringing that up when I used to work QA. Was speaking with one of my coworkers. We talked about the fact that it's like, yeah, you'd see everyone pass away, but he's like, after a few lifetimes, you'd probably get used to it. And it's like, well, it's weird to say it that way. It's kind of like, how would you put it? Almost cold to say it, but it's also like it's not unrealistic. The idea of like after several lifespans, you'd probably start to think of it as a normal thing. You would find different friends, but it would be hard. Yeah. Then again, the other people have other people and with them, so it's less act. Yeah, I feel like for me, it's like, again, it's like ever finding someone you trust. You can find someone you trust. You can tell them everything. You can open up to them, but it's like then they're gone, and then you feel like you lost. Like trying to find someone else like that again, I can't imagine. Like it's like watching your best friend like pass away. I don't know if I could do that. Like I feel like that would hurt my heart. Like that would not. I don't know if I could recover from that. I mean, I guess I recovered from my dad, so I mean, so I mean, I don't know. Like I feel like that's. I guess that's why I bring it up, because I feel like that's the scenario that comes to mind for me is like I don't know if there's anyone I'd be as open with as I used to be with my dad. Like my dad, that's someone I'd say is like was like my best friend. He was someone I could talk to about almost anything, and it's like just like once they're gone, it's like I don't know if there'd ever be anyone like that in my lifetime again. And if you're living forever, just like constantly having those people just uh, go away on you, I feel like that'd be really rough. I feel you on that one. Just reminds me of All right, we'll go with left. We'll go with left. Wow, that was an emotional one. Sorry, guys. I apologize. Uh, never be able to go outside, but you have internet. No, I mean, if I ever bring up my dad, it's like my dad was like my best friend. Like he was what I've said it before. He's what I aspire to be. Like he was a great dude. Like he was nice to everyone, or treated everyone well. So I, whenever I bring him up, like he's peak. He's what I look up to. Everything I want to be. Never be able to go outside, but you have internet. Be able to go outside, but no internet. We are inside. I don't even think this is a question. I appreciate it. Uh, I don't even think this is really a question, is it, guys? Like, I feel like we're all gonna say internet, aren't we? I think I live inside for the most part, so. Wow. I'm shocked. More people say go outside, but that's shocking. All right. Take care of animals in a shelter. Take care of kids and children in an orphanage. Yeah, if we could take it. Uh, I mean, is it in the sense that we're like the animals aren't getting taken care of or the kids are? I don't know. I'm always for the kids. I'll say it that way. As much as kids annoy me, and I don't know if I'd ever want to be a parent. Uh, I still also understand that kids are always like gonna be kids, and a lot of kids need to be taken care of. A human life over an animal life. That's the way I put it. I'm not. I love animals as well. Don't get me wrong. I am very much. I don't know if animal lover is the term, but yeah. I mean, like I'm like I love like dogs, cats, whatever animals in general. But regardless, I always go with a child over an animal. Is like who would I protect when it comes to like a zombie apocalypse, for example, or like I have to choose one over the other. It's coming down to the kid. Doesn't mean I hate animals, put clearly. I do love animals too. I would take care of an animal if I could afford to. But, anyways, have your home infested with rats? That's what I'm already living in. That's what we get for being poor. you tell the apartment people you got rats, they're like on the list, you know? Like but I mean I think the simple one is the left one. I wouldn't prefer it. I don't know if like regardless of if they're poisonous, it's not chill at all. It's literally like it's again, it's like the area has never been a great area, and like over the years, like the previous, what do you call those? Uh, they had some. We had some pretty cool landlords a while ago, and then once they like sold it and got like new people in charge, it just kind of went downhill because it just kept changing and changing and just got worse. And then that, I say that as a joke, but which no longer we don't have that issue. But when we did, and we told them about the rats, they're like, "We're putting you on a list." I was like, "Excuse me, what do you mean on a list?" You know what is also on a list? The health department. Like I don't know what you think is happening, but if there's a list to get to people with rats in their apartment, there's a problem. Like pretty ridiculous. Yeah, at the time I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like yeah, no, it was raw. It's not bad anymore. Like at this point, they got rid of them. It's again, it depends on the season. Like when it gets like cold, it seems to be worse. That's usually when you got to get like a exterminator or whatever you call those people, because that's when they tend to like come out. If you pick snakes when you sleep, you will get off. But that's what I'm saying too with the snakes. I feel like the snake, exactly. Yeah, I mean it's also being poor. Like, I feel like it's being poor in America. Like it's the combo. But yeah, I feel like I'd go with rats. Gosh, I hope I'm not being too open with this. I want to just kind of vibe, but I also that's a great answer. I like that one. I hope this doesn't come off like you want ratatouille in you. Okay, I'm glad. I just again I wanted today to vibe, and I feel like I felt like this was the best way that like these questions are like icebreakers. I feel like they're easy to talk with and just chill and vibe. Again, if there's something else you guys want to know about me, or if there's something you want me to talk about specifically that I know about, you gotta let me know. Like just today's the day you can tell me. And again, I wouldn't be against doing other streams like this. It's probably something I'd have to give more heads up about though towards other people, because I feel like a lot of people today came in hoping I was doing Hollow Knight, and it kind of like I don't want that to be the case next time. Like I want people to be aware, and so I'll try to make it more obvious ahead of time if you guys want to do this again. Have a brain freeze every time you drink, or have a toothache every time you eat. Uh, uh. You said the one where you want to grill us crazy. Yeah, I feel like the brain freeze you can like really tolerate a lot more. I'm trying to think because I'm like toothache for anything you eat sounds like a pain. I think brain freeze. I feel like that's 2 out of the 3 of us saying brain freeze. Yep. All right. I don't. I looking at the left one. I already answered yes. Speak all languages fluently. Master every musical instrument. I mean, right sounds dope. Yeah, but like you can survive a brain freeze. It's just gonna hurt. Your teeth, everything you eat. Can you imagine constant tooth pain like that? Like that would. I wouldn't want to eat anymore. Versus a brain freeze, I'd just be like, the entire time, and I'd just keep like drinking my Slurpee. Yeah, I feel like left is the obvious one for the like the idea of mastering all musical instruments sounds dope. Yeah, so that's even more of a reason why you would want to get the brain freeze one. Because you would not have toothaches every time you eat that. So like you would be on the same side because right? Gotcha. I think I misunderstood for a second. But yeah, I feel like mastering all musical instruments would be cool. Like I would love to just pull out a guitar and just but but yeah, no, speaking all languages fluently. I don't even think there's any question. Yeah, exactly. It seems really cool, but I feel like it's not even in the same range. Like I feel like being fluent in any language. I know, that's exactly it. Dead right here. Nope, kill me if this happens. You can shoot me in the face. I guess I'm never using internet again. I guess that's how it be. Yeah, see, we're just like we gotta use what we have to make more money. That's always gotta. But if I know every language, I could be an interpreter for like 6 different people and make a lot of. Plus, how many musicians are there out there? I don't know what you're talking about. Public history all the time. Nah, it could never be me. This is my choice. Never using. Sins? Am I hiding sins? I'm not hiding them. They're just there. They're not there for you to see. Only be able to play your favorite game. Be able to play any game except for your favorite. I think I could. I definitely go with the second one. I feel like I'd go with right on this one. No, because I feel like at some point I'd get sick of my favorite game versus I could play a bunch of games I like. Wow. I disagree with you guys, but okay. What is your guys' favorite games again? I don't think you guys had mentioned. Scratching my nose. Sorry. Itching. No, I feel like there's no game if I play it like every day. That's reasonable. But I feel like if that's the only game I ever play, I'd go crazy. Like that's the thing. If I'm not allowed to play any other game, at some point I'd get bored. Um. Yeah, I mean it's like the fact that if Persona 4, Golden, nice. Um, that's the thing. If it was see in the situation on the right, the way I put it is like you could just play a bunch of games that you really like. Like the idea of having like a bunch of games that you could play that you like versus just one game, you can only play that game. I guess. Okay, I understand your guys' perspective. Although I'm still with the right side. Be unable to speak at all times or be mute. Have to say every thought that comes in your mind out loud. All right, guess I can't speak no more. Guess I'm silent from now on. Such is life, you know. Sometimes you just gotta learn to shut up. Why would I speak every thought on my mind? I would be an insane person. That would be crazy. Like, no, because you do. The way the mind works, like, I don't know if you guys have that. I will jump around and think of the most, like, ridiculous things sometimes, and to have to say every thought in your mind, you're gonna sound. It reminds me. I think the person they talked about in the past was yeah. I think is Tourette's the one where it's hard to control. I think. Yeah, but even having a special condition, it's like that's rough. I feel like because I think it was Phineas Gage, the one who, like, I'm in psychology, they talk about where he had like a railroad pipe go through his head, and they thought he was gonna die, and people felt bad for him, and then his brain, instead of him dying, uh, just reformed or like adapted and just survived, but he lost a part of his brain that helped him stop his thoughts or control his thoughts. So he could know, like, anything that came to his mind, he would just tell people. So he just would tell people, "Hey, you're ugly," or like he'd tell people what he thought of them, and he couldn't hold it back. So he went from this nice guy to being an asshole because he had no filter anymore. So I'm going with left after that. After what I just said. Are we voting left? Yeah, immediately straight to jail. All right, and two times now, you guys. I need someone else to be on my side. How many times is this gonna happen that uh hold up, I just realized the TikTok chat is okay. That it's just you guys both disagreeing with me. I need to call my friend in here. See? See, be mute. I win. Uh win a trip to the moon, win a trip to every country on earth. Uh appreciate it. Um, so for the left one, are we in cyberpunk? Are we going to the moon with Lucy? Is that what we're talking about? I hope you guys get my reference. Cyberpunk, amazing show. That's a solid show. Oh my gosh, bruh. That's actually like sad, but when you think about it, going around the world to every country, you will see. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's not even like a unrealistic thing to say Because even when I went to Pakistan, I don't know if I mentioned it's uh yeah, no, I mean it's sad to see just some people's situations just because the way life is different in different parts of the world. It's rough. It's like seeing kids have to work like jobs, like little 8 year olds having to work for their families. It's very sad to see. When I say work for their families, I mean like do like actual jobs, like driving a motorcycle and stuff. It's just heartbreaking. I'm just not chatting. I'm playing Minecraft right now. And just let. No, I appreciate you stopping by. I'm grateful. I'm just totally vibing here on talk a bit. And haven't watched Cyberpunk. You should watch it. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is peak. That's like one of those great. Absolutely. It's literally like that. Like I feel like that would be this. I'd be on a similar mindset. Like, what's your charity for? It's for curing cancer. It's for feeding the homeless. It's for like I'm like it's for every single issue we have because none of these can go unchecked. We need to fix all these problems today. And it's like, yeah, I'd feel the same way. Like, I get what you mean. Yeah, I mean, it's. I wish I could help people in those situations. I think a lot of people do. So, uh, honestly, I wouldn't be interested in visiting every country just in general. Like, outside of that, I've never been much of a. Yeah, I'd like to, like, travel, but the thing is, I'm also, like, the thing you have to take into consideration, one thing is, I'm a super picky eater. When I went to Pakistan, I lost 20 pounds because I almost, like, barely ate. I ate, like, once a day because I'm such a picky eater. And all I ate were chicken wings and soda. And then I came back with diabetes. So if I go around the world, I will probably die of starvation because I'm so absolutely not. What the fuck? That's a crazy. That's not happening. Please tell me what could be fun. Do I? No, of course not. Of course not. I'm a. But what was the question originally? You said, please tell me what could be fun of standing on a rock. What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you're referring to. And Bali, what about it? Oh, yeah, I think it's more like the experience or. All right, we'll go with the right one and move on. I feel like we're stuck here. All right, on to the next one. Be able to walk on water without. I mean, if you're walking on water, would you not, or like obviously you wouldn't be drowning. It's not saying walk in water. You're on the water. If you're on the water and drowning, I think that's already a problem. Or be able to touch fire without burning. I mean, if I grow out my hair and I walk on water. It's okay. I'm 5'7", so they'd be like, he's too short to be Jesus, and they'll be right. I'd just be like, okay, you're right. But, uh, I don't know. I feel like walking on water isn't really much of a like. I don't see either being very useful, like in my daily life. Like, what is? Am I like walking through fire? Am I like touching fire for no reason? Yep, yep. This is a possibility. One sec. Sorry, I'm feeling like a lot of dry skin right now. I'll probably regret doing that later, but one second. Uh, but I don't see either of those being useful to me. Like, what do you guys think? Yeah, I mean, you could, but like, how does that help you? What is that gonna. Like, neither of those seem like helpful. Like, none of those are. Alright, sounds cool, I guess. Like, I feel like both of those are so, like. I don't know, bruh. I feel like that's a lame one. I feel like. You guys can say your opinion. I feel like that's pretty. That was like a weak one. Have to walk on all fours wherever you go. Have to hop on one foot wherever you go. What if my house burns down? You think I like at that point? Okay, I can walk through fire, and what? If my house burns down, what am I walking through fire for? If my shit is already burned, like what's left? what is the need to go through my house? You know, if my house burns down, do I really want to survive? If I lose everything? Am I trying to make it through that? I don't know, but I'm like, do I really want to still? uh, I feel like that's a simple one. I'd say go to the right side for this one. Like, I already have back issues. First off, one foot is still going to kill my back, but all fours, I will be dead. Into a pogo stick. Literally. I feel like that's not even a close question. Alright, never have to have homework in school, never have an exam in school. Alright, this is for you guys. I mean, I don't feel like taking away homework stops you from learning. Because I feel like homework a lot of times is just extra stuff to do. It's not usually the. Like, getting rid of homework a lot of times doesn't. Never have homework in school anymore. Yeah. You just have to. I feel like a lot of times I would keep up with what the class was doing. Like, I'd pass my quizzes and stuff, but then the exams would screw me over. But also, you know how many people would also have jobs while working in school. So it's like having a job and then also worrying about homework. I can understand why someone wouldn't want homework anymore. Homework? Alright, I'm with homework this time. Well, we're in the lower half. Alright, fail every class in school, but everyone is proud, happy for you. Pass every class in school, but everyone hates or envies. You know? Yeah, that's okay. I got haters on me. Why? What? Were they proud of me for being a dumbass? What do you mean? Why would they be proud of me for failing everything? Like, you did good, buddy. You failed every class. We're so proud of you. Legit, like, I can help my future. Fuck do I care about the haters? We go with pass every class. Also, I just realized you said that. I hope that's not the case for you. Never forget anything you hear, never forget anything you read. Huh. I guess hearing would be more useful. Would it though? What if you read like a secret document and then you just always have that memorized? You go left, never forget anything you hear. I think I'm the same way. Personally, I think I'd go with never forget anything you hear. Ah, well, two against one. We're going with left. Never experienced romantic love at all. Oh my gosh, that's my life already. Uh, discover your true love, but be unable to have them. Oh, that's my life too. Oh, lovely. I get the best of both worlds. Um, no need to go into details. I got you. No, no, not story time. Maybe down the line. Maybe. I have too many ears around for me to be too open about that. That's something down the line, I say. Sorry, I got some very maybe down the line. I mean, maybe down the line when I have more openness and I don't have ears on my walls. You know, I don't have like 50 people judging me. I don't think I could live my life without experiencing romance. That's the thing. I feel like at some point. Alright, I go with what you guys picked. I feel like that'd be so hard. I'm a very like in touch with my emotion. Lose your sense of touch, lose your sense of sight. Huh. That's reasonable. Lose your sense of touch. I feel like touch. Yeah, for sure. You could like like how you love a parent or you love your best friend. You could love without romantically being in love. I'm just like, yeah, like imagine just grabbing something but not being able to like feel it. Like that's I feel like you end up like Balder from God of War 2018 as much as I bring that game up. I feel nothing. You would rather lose your sense of sight than your sense of touch? Okay. Yeah, but I feel like it's also weird to not have sight when you used to have it. Alright, it may be cold brew time. Alright, how many votes to the left? How many votes to the right? God damn, guys. Alright, alright. Tiebreaker, tiebreaker, one more. And am I going to be the tiebreaker? Oh, well, beautiful. Alright, I'm the tiebreaker. We're losing the sense of touch. Have no hair anywhere. Have never ending growing hair. I mean, I already have this problem. You see my arms? I can grow hair everywhere but the top of my head. Like, fuck my. Yeah. No, but it's like, some people have certain conditions where, where it'll, like, be a lot worse. Like, when it comes to, uh, like how thick it grows and how much you can cut. Cut it even more. Okay. Become a famous dancer, become a famous singer. I think singer would be nice. I would like to learn. Alright, same page. Get a flat tire, run out of gas. I get a flat tire every other day, so it doesn't make a difference for me. Learn now is crazy. Learn now is a crazy statement. There's a bunch of stuff I would like to learn, which I don't. Not yet. Um, you can also push your car to a gas station, so it's not like running out of gas necessarily means there's no gas station. Have your parachute fail while skydiving. Have an engine failure while flying a helicopter. Well, I could survive this. You know, I could try to like figure something out. Yep, I think it's pretty much asking you which would you rather die to. Yep, I guess we go with left. Either way, you're gonna be feeling that panic before you hit the ground. Yeah, legit. I just be like, and just die right there. They'll be like, oh, don't worry, he died before he hit the ground. I am the younger, so I'll choose the left. Give me one quick second. Let me see if I'm gonna. 50-50. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna eat dinner or if I'm just gonna drink a cold brew. Give me about a minute. Grilled cheese. I love me some grilled cheese. That sounds like it's gonna be a wild concoction. Be famous when you're alive and forgotten when you die. Be unknown when you're alive but famous after you die. Also, this feels like it's squeezing my head, so I'm not wearing that no more. Did my head get bigger? Why does it feel like it's hurting my head? Yep, our legacy. Alright, I'm with you guys. Oops. Oh shit. We don't know these. Okay, be 10 times the hat shrunk. It feels like if I actually try to put it on comfortably, like that's squeezing my head. And if I wear it like that, that just looks kind of awkward. So I'm gonna just take it back off. Be 10 times smarter than the smartest person. Be 10 times smarter than the strong. Be 10 times stronger than the strongest person. One quick second. I heard the door. Alright, sorry about that. We're good. We're good. You said on the left? Smarter, I guess. That makes sense. Okay, always summer, always winter. Uh, I'm not a fan of the snow, but I also don't like the heat. Like, I'm okay with it being cold, just not snowing. Like, I prefer it's, like, on the colder side. What if you're annoyed by everyone because you... That seems like a skill issue at that point. So what do you guys think? I feel like summer. I feel like the heat would drive me nuts. All right, I'm voting with you, Jordy. We are in the minority, I guess. Have no parents at all, assuming you can still exist. Have unsupported parents. I mean, yeah, I think with summer it's just the heat. Yeah, like I feel like unsupportive parents can do you worse sometimes when they put you down with, like if you can still make a life for yourself without parents. Have the memory of a goldfish. This is already me. Like this wouldn't change anything. I've already said this. I get lost walking in a circle. So like the usual or having a neck like a giraffe. I mean, if him, uh, I mean, would this add inches to my height? Am I getting taller? 5'7" to 6'3"? You know, it might all be in the net. No, no, no. I'm just... A giraffe neck not being a bad thing. No, not in a good way. You just look goofy. Period. Like, I was. You guys are ridiculous. Goldfish is obviously the answer. Never be able to have kids. No, no adoption. Oh, have 3 babies delivered to your doorstep right now. Well, I know my answer. 3 babies immediately is crazy. I mean, if you think you're financially stable or able to take care of them, that's solid. But I guess I'm just not having kids. Like, with no hesitation. I've already said I think being a parent is so much work. Like, I don't know if I'd want that. You said wait. I can just return them to the delivery driver. Duh. Easy. If I put those babies in a shelter, in a orphanage, at your neighbors, I was gonna be like, if I dropped them at the orphanage, I mean, technically, I'll pick them back up later when I'm financially stable. Yeah, that's exactly it. Exactly how I feel. Whereas, like, that's not to say I wouldn't want them, but it's to say, like, out of nowhere, 3 kids, that's way too much. Like, taking care of 1 kid is already, like, a hard job to do as a parent. 3? What the loophole? Have the power to do whatever you want without getting in trouble. Be able to change the probability of any outcome. I mean, I feel like this is... You could just change the probability of you getting in trouble. That's like, I feel like that's so... Like... It doesn't matter, but like that, I feel like that can be used towards so much. The probability of me winning the lottery changes to 100%, like immediately. I feel like right. Yeah, it's pretty much like you'd have control over so much. Always be tired but not sick. Always be sick but not tired. I'm both. So what can I do? Oh my god. If I had one chance to increase my probability, I am definitely going with the lottery. I could make it so I never beat absolute radiance if it means I win the lottery. Like, that's fine. I'll take it. Sneeze every time you greet someone. Burp every time you dismiss. Both are gross. What the heck? I mean, I guess if you sneeze every time you meet someone, you could always just turn your head and be like, achoo. Not be a gross person and sneeze into your hand like some people. Burping would be epic. Burping would be fucking weak. I mean, again, sneezing to the, like away from someone. Have incredibly strong legs and weak arms, incredibly strong arms and weak legs. Well, that's every gym bro, isn't it? To the right. What's leg day? You want strong legs but weak arms? I wanna be able to just box someone, you know? If you use your strong legs to just kind of push your fist, you Superman punch someone with enough strong of. Yeah, yeah, but I'm also thinking from a like aesthetic perspective. I'm like, no one's gonna notice my strong legs, but they'll notice if I have biceps, you know. But legs, it is. It has the majority. All right, drinking water from a what? I'd rather shoot myself in the face than do either. What do you mean? What is this question? What is this question? I'm gonna go with refresh the page. What the fuck? This question is terrible. I'm You know what? I'll go with left since you guys voted left. Not because that's my opinion. Have a clone of yourself be able to control someone else. I just looked up Would You Rather. You clone yourself normally? I would become a demon if I could control other people. Understand that I would change things. I'd become Light Yagami. I can make this world a better place. And I will be God. No, that's not how that works. I don't know why people say that. Like, yes, the water is clean, but there's been shit in that water, so it's dirty. Even if it has particles of that previous use. Even if it's like the water that's filtered in is clean water, it's still mixed with the particles of that garbage. So it's not like it's clean water. I don't know why people try to say that. It seems like cope. I would chill and send my clone to work. That would be nice. Just have your clone do everything you don't want to do. Uh, Again, I'd become a demon. I'd I'd just control a lot of the. Exactly. There you go. We on the same time. Have your mind serve as an iPod so you can listen to music anytime. But what if your clone gets closer to your friends? Exactly. Another reason you don't want a clone. Be able to watch your dreams on television. I feel like my dreams would be a horror movie if I watched them on a television. It'd be like, huh? It's literally like going from just my bedroom to like a haunted house to like just shopping at a grocery store to being stabbed. Like going I don't know. I mean, listening to music, I feel like you just have your phone these days. Like, do you? You can really like, you don't need that. Like, I feel like you can get by life with just like using your phone and opening up your music, versus like you can't really do anything related to your dreams. Yeah, but you know what else is handy in public? Headphones. Like, I feel like you can solve that problem with so many other things than like having a specific, like, you're giving up a power or like an ability to see something you'll never get to see otherwise for something that you could actually just do with other methods. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And what difference does headphones make? Like, you could still have it max volume. All right, we're going with watch your dreams because like drink hot drinks in summer, drink cold drinks in winter. I think that's a cold drinks in winter for me. I don't think that's even a question. I will drink cold drinks in winter, Jenna. Good once that make others don't hear the music or. Eh. I mean, I guess. You wanna drink hot drinks in summer? Even my coffee is cold brew. Also, let me check this because I think my friend responded. Left. Both you guys said left? That's crazy. Wow. You're saying I'm a normie? That's what you're trying to say? I'm a normie, so like I'm be different? That's what I'm hearing. That's the vibes I'm catching. The I want to be different. I'm a normie. I'll go with the right. Post every text message you ever sent on the internet. Okay, shoot me. How about that? Uh, have tattoos on your forehead depicting everything you did the day before. All right. Well, yeah, it looks like we're ending. I'm just kidding. I mean, that would just look so ugly. It's not that I have to worry about everything I did before. I could spend a whole day just streaming, and then you just see a little tattoo of a computer. Post every text message. Yeah, no. Legit. Reasonable. Sorry, what did you say you are? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I don't know the context for that one. Okay, I was like confused. I'm like, wait, what does that mean? That makes sense. Yeah, you could cover it up. Have a self cleaning house. Yes. I feel like yes. Immediate yes. Self driving car is like, I guess. I feel like that would just make things so much easier in the future. I'd much rather, if I could afford it, hire a chauffeur than hire someone to have to clean. Not that I do either. I'd probably just drive myself. Unless I ever move to like a different state or somewhere where I can't drive. Then I don't know if I'd get my license again. It seems like a pain in the ass. Instantly know when someone is trying to lie and someone is lying to you. Be able to lie without ever being caught. I mean, the right is already true. Just kidding. Just kidding. Kinda. Anyways, instantly know when someone's lying to you. I'm kidding. I guess go with the right. We got one person voting right. I just joined that. 2-1, so we go with the majority. Give up your favorite food forever. Give up your favorite drink forever. I love pizza. So that's not happening. You guys would give up your favorite food rather than give up your favorite drink? It hits good, but absolutely, yeah, yeah. If you're voting for the giving up food for the drink, that's damn, that's crazy. You giving up. All right, I'm about to grab dinner soon. Uh, Let me figure out with my friend. Well, I'm already in that world. I have to go with. Hey, how's it going? You said go skydiving? I agree. I feel like I would enjoy skydiving. I don't know if I would but I'm hitting my little stream's been going well. We've just been kind of vibing, chatting, talking about whatever. How about you? Let me check something real quick. Let me make sure. And banned. It was a bot. Sorry about that. I apologize. I had a feeling. Uh, that's why I kind of lost my train of thought. I told you, Purple app is full of bots these days. I feel like you can never. Yeah, that's why I had to pull it up because I don't have it pulled up no more. I'll have to go. Wish you a lot of. Okay, I mean we could. I think we should be good to call it too, since I feel like we've been going for a while. Um. Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, I'm not super interested in the ocean. I feel like skydiving would be fun. All right, I think we can just end it here. What's the last one? let's let's not end. Let's just be forever happy with someone else. Depressed. Be forever depressed with someone else happy. There's my answer. Yeah, I feel like for today we'll end it here and yeah. All right, I feel like that's we had a good time, right? I hope everyone got to know a little about me, got to talk about their own opinions, and give me 1 second. My brain is dying as we speak. No, I hope I got to answer your guys' question. I hope we vibed, we chilled, and I hope this was the stream you guys were hoping for. I don't know what else to say. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is like stuff I like to do too. Like I always say, if you guys ever want me to try to set up another stream like this, let me know. We could definitely try to do something down the line. But next stream will be. I don't know if I'll stream some Rocket League tonight. I'll probably just wait till tomorrow and stream some Hollow Knight again. Maybe I'll stream some Hollow Knight again tonight. We'll see. Depending how tired I am. Yeah, I might even try it again a little later if I feel a little more energized. We'll see. But yeah, I mean I'm gonna call it here for today. Thumb is still pretty hurt, but like waiting a day or not is not gonna make a difference. So yeah, I mean if I do, I'll start it in a separate stream. But I still gotta just reset up everything. So with that being said, thanks for everyone who stopped by. I hope you guys had a good time. I do appreciate everyone who talked and interacted, and I hope this was the chill sort of stream you were hoping for. I try to do my best to entertain you guys. I try to give you more background on me and kind of what kind of person I am. And yeah, I had a ton of fun. I hope you guys did too. I'll catch you guys around. Goodbye.